There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never went.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ian Allen. Good afternoon, and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, again, here now, I just came back from LACHOOS Road in PENAL. Very interesting development here. That's a story, that is a story. Especially good evening to all those of you who are online, all those of you who are looking all over the world, all those of you who are not turning to any other station, all those of you who have just had your maybe put away your snacks and whatnot, and you're ready to look at Crime Watch. You're ready because there are people who religiously, as 6 o'clock reaches, that's it. They stop everything, total shutdown, and they're in front of their television set, waiting to hear news before the news. Well, ladies and gentlemen, very interesting. This is news before the news, huh? News before the news. A man was, the murder toll is 122. Same period last year, it was 138. A man was shot and wounded earlier today at LACHOOS Road in PENAL during another attempt, a hit on his life. The victim went to a business place to deliver chemicals when a gunman approached the vehicle and opened fire on him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this guy apparently he does chemicals and whatnot, but very interesting. I'm hearing about another chemical dealer, another person who sells chemicals and whatnot. So apparently it's not a drug war, it's not a marijuana war, it's not an alcohol war, it's not a woman and man war, it is a chemical war. A detergent war. When I say chemical, a detergent war. Detergent. So very interesting. You know these people who go around selling detergents? Well, apparently, ladies and gentlemen, somebody known to him, they are in the same business. Because I couldn't understand that day when when an attempt was made on his life in the Bamboo area, when an attempt was made on the same guy on March the 15th. I remember March the 15th. Very interesting. That's the Friday. It was a Friday. And I can take you back to that. Yeah? I can take you back to that. So on March the 15th, this is the guy here. Now look at this, very interesting. This is the same guy, the same truck, everything. Watch this. Pull it back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, an attempt was made. As you can see, all the detergents to the back here. So it was not a robbery, watch. They attempted to shoot him. Now, this guy, we got this guy here. Now, I don't know if that is Roti. I don't know if that is Roti, but what we could do is to zoom up to his face. Let me see this guy really good. Anybody knows this guy? Really good, because I need to find him. And this is the gunman here. We need to find him because there's another side to the story that took place today. At the same victim, now there's a second attempt on his life, but this is the gunman here. Show me different angles. Anybody know this guy? Because last time the gun jam, and the gun jam again this time. What you see fixing the gun. Anybody know this guy? Is that Roti? I don't know if that's Roti. Watch this guy. Open up the lines. Open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Open up the lines. 6714062. To all those of you who are locked on the line, why I'm showing this, because this incident took place on the 15th of March 2018 in the Bamboo area, Bamboo number 2. Very interesting. Open up the line, 6714062. Now, tell me if you know this gunman here. Tell me if you know this gunman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today, Thursday, the 4th of April, I went to LACHOOS Road, where an attempt was made at the said guy, at the said person who An attempt was made on the 15th of March. The guy has been identified as Bharat Hiralal. Bharat Hiralal. An attempt on his life for the second time. I'm just showing you a shot in front of the LACHOOS place, in front of his Cherish supermarket. Go ahead. The man was just shot right across there in front of Cherish supermarket. But why I'm paying so much attention to this is that this was the same man, ladies and gentlemen. An attempt was made on his life in Bamboo. But I have an idea. I'm looking for a guy called Roti. And this incident took place in Bamboo number 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the area here. In front of the supermarket. This is a very popular supermarket, Cherish, in the LACHOOS Road. So, if you have any information, this panel, just for you to understand, this is LACHOOS Road across here. This is the supermarket here. This is Southern Agri Supplies Feed Depot across here. So, just in front here, a man walked and fired shots at this individual for the second time, a second attempt on his life. If you have any, look at it again. Look at the first time in Bamboo here. The same guy removing chemical from his van. Look at the first incident. Go ahead. But the bigger picture, we need to find out who is the shooter. Look at the shooter. Look at the gunman. They resemble a guy called Roti. We don't know, but look at him. Look at him well. That could be a man, that could be an ex-man, that could be a child father. Look at him well. Look at him and look at him. Look at another photo of him. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, look what happened to the said owner of the detergent company again. Go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't see the guy walking in. All right, watch this, huh? Watch this. Watch. Normal, normal, normal. Watch. Gun jam again. Watch. Gun jam again. He going around the next side. He going around the next side now. Open up the lines. But don't worry. You know, ladies and gentlemen, but open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Watch them here. The same thing, the same thing. It's 2 gunmen. Wait, it's 2 gunmen this time. Open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Is that detergent war, you know? It is a detergent war. Hold on. But you have on the same hoodie. He have on the same hoodie, the same gunman. It's a different gun, it's the same hoodie. Could we like freeze frame it and zoom up and see the logo and whatnot on the hoodie? Open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Six 714-062. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Just imagine that. Because I went down there today and something not right with this. So it's 2 gunmen. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Yeah.
Mr. Ali, Mr. Hiralal should have a gun and shoot them and kill them. That's what should happen. He should have a gun now. Get time to get one.
Them come out to kill this man, boy. They're selling detergent. Normal, watch. Oh, good. But watch me, the little boy get away too, you know. The next man could have give you the matrix in the back, boy. He didn't see the person in the back. Now, boy, we have to get this fella with this gun here, boy, in this blue shirt. The fella who started the shooting first. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. I have to find that man.
Please hang up.
We have to find that man. We have to find that man. We got to find that man, boy. But here's some of my family selling detergent or somebody, you know. Somebody selling detergent and they want to control the zone. So I think, is that not a drug thing or nothing, you know? Is that detergent war? Who is this boy? But this man could have dead, boy. The young boy could have hit here on the door kind of thing. Watch that now. The gun firing, boy, the gun firing. What about the mother walking with the children? Watch. Watch the two little children walking. Watch on the left-hand side. Anybody who noticed anything, any vehicle or anything, get in contact with us, sir? People started running. That is same hoodie. You like your car buy clothes? I'll find you. Don't worry, we'll find you. Who's that man, boy? It have our next angle in it. It have our next angle, but don't worry. It have our next angle, but don't worry. It have our next angle. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Way. You know what? Hit me back to the first incident concerning this man. Please. He gained information. Where he going? Give me a shot of him. He get paid before and he do a good job. So they come back now. Way. Anybody know this guy? Anybody know this guy? Open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. Take the audio down on your set. These are the numbers to call the live show. 6714062. Take the audio down on your set. Huh. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a man was shot and killed near El PECOS restaurant at the corner of Verteuil Street of ARIAPITA Avenue in Woodbrook in broad daylight earlier today. The incident occurred just before 10 a.m. as the victim, who was believed to be of Venezuelan descent, was about to cross the roadway. The vehicle which was used in the incident was later found abandoned by police. The deceased police said the victim remains unidentified. So just in front of El PECOS. Now El PECOS has nothing to do with this, sir. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm calling to say, but when I make my roti, you don't look like that.
What is that? This place is the greatest. And I put up this man picture. This guy picture. I don't know if that is roti. This woman now call and say, but you know when I make roti, it don't look like that? Let's go back to ARIAPITA Avenue because we want to know who killed this guy. A Venezuelan national. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Good evening, Mr. Allen.
Good evening.
This gentleman looked like the same gentleman who started the shooting first. What you find and everything,
Yeah.
look like the same person.
We have more. We have more videos, so we can do a lot. I have more videos. In fact, I spent a couple hours well in South today. We spent a couple hours well in South gathering information. Also, ladies and gentlemen, autopsy reveals that the penal woman found dead on Sunday at her home was beat. Remember I stood right here and I said that something more to that, something is not right with respect to this woman who died in Penal. 39-year-old Alicia Ramnat was strangled and beaten to death at a Rampasar Trace, Clark Road, Penal home after her body was found on Sunday, March 31st, by relatives who notified the police. The district medical officer, upon examining Ramnat's body on Sunday, had stated that there were no visible signs of violence and ordered that an autopsy be conducted at the mortuary at the San Fernando General Hospital on Monday, and police suspected Ramnat may have died from natural causes after they were told that she was a substance abuser. However, while examining Ramnat's body at the mortuary, the pathologist became suspicious and ordered a forensic autopsy at the Forensic Science Center in St. James, which was done on Wednesday, April the 3rd. The results reveal Ramnat died from manual strangulation and a blunt trauma to the head. Her death has been classified as homicide. They are actively searching for a male suspect identified as Kishan Bajnath Singh. A gentleman, if you have a photograph of Kishan Bajnath Singh, could someone send it to me, please? The police would just like to ask him a few questions to assist in the investigation. So we're trying to get in contact with an individual identified as Kishan Bajnath Singh, who was seen beating and dragging Ramnat through the village on Saturday afternoon. So very interesting. So ladies and gentlemen, any relatives of that woman who might have an idea where we can locate Kishan Bajnath Singh, because Kishan, it is alleged, was seen assaulting the woman on Saturday. So ladies and gentlemen, very, very interesting. So if you have a photo of Kishan Bajnath Singh, WhatsApp me on 294-4081 or 290-4426 or all the other numbers where you can reach us at Crime Watch.
Save money while making your home improvement dreams come true from Classic Tiles. We have the largest variety of wood finished porcelain planks at the lowest prices. Specialized in tool accessories, plumbing products, and granite. We are the sole distributor of religious tiles. Pay us to visit today.
Hi, this is Ian Allen, and a star has fallen. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, all SCS students, listen to me, all you need to do is to come to Rituals and you can get 50% off on all chillers. Parents of SCS students, you can get 25% off on all hot drinks. And remember, 59 branches in Trinidad, 4 in Tobago. You just can't beat it. A star has fallen, a wish has come true. And I have the marketing person, the marketing manager for. Remember, SCS students, let your parents bring you to any Rituals, 59 in Trinidad, 4 in Tobago. And you can get 50% off on all chillers. So parents, 25% off again on all hot drinks. This is Ian Allen, and I love it.
Are you looking for the affordable dream house that you always wanted without the hassle? Then you need to contact
Avidan Properties Limited.
They are the #1 real estate developers for the central area, and they can provide you with fully approved homes with financing from any financial institution, saving you time and even money. So call, WhatsApp, or visit their Facebook today and get one step closer to your home.
Farmers Alignment Center specializes in computerized alignment and balancing, tire sales and service, new and foreign used tires, repairs on all sizes. We do diagnostic scan for all makes of vehicles, oil and filter change. Located at Rambuju Street, Arang West. Call 675-6713 or 751-4346.
TRICARE Medical Center now open at Unit 7, Heartland Plaza, Shogunas, with a wide range of medical services. General practice, men and women wellness clinic. Specialist clinic, full range of medical lab services. Opening hours 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. Call 229-2273.
KYL Sings Enterprises Limited, Gaston Street, Shogunas. Importers, exporters, retailer, wholesalers, agents, and exclusive distributions for brand name auto parts, accessories, tires, tools, and auto chemicals with over 50 years experience. Spare parts for Japanese, Korean, and Thailand-made vehicles such as Toyota, Mazda, Nissan, Kia, Hyundai, Isuzu, Mitsubishi, and many more. The largest in Trinidad for Kayaba shock absorbers, machine shop services. We are exclusive distributors for Purple Tough. Parts, it's just part of what we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, there's so much here. I realize Wiz Computers Grand Easter store-wide and warehouse sales on selected items only from Monday the 8th of April to Sunday the 14th. Wiz is having a special sale at all their outlets and their warehouse in Savanetta. The outlets in Port of Spain, Port of Spain location opens till 1:30 on Saturday. Warehouse sale address at Lot AB, Savanetta Junction, Point Lisas. So make sure you get to the Wiz. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Tire Clinic, get the latest tires at Rims and at Couva, Shogunas, and Pleasant Park. And remember, make sure and visit Double Palm when you want to rest your head. All the location, KFC Aruka, opposite KFC Aruka, Madras, Kelly Village, Caroni, Derrick Road, Chase Village, Clark Road, Tunapuna, Arima, Rambaju, Tracer, Rangways, and now in Mayaro. You'll see the shots in Mayaro very, very soon. Also, we want to say a special good evening to Staten Drugs, one of the now available at Staten Drugs, medical doctor, GPS service, ultrasound, and you name it. European Day Spa, Beauty Clinic and Wellness Center, Institute of Aesthetics in the Wellness Center. So make sure you get down to European Day Spa, Beauty Clinic. All right, so it's opposite number 29 Glenwood Drive, Southern Main Road, Chase Village. And there's only one hardware to deal with, and that's RMA Hardware for all your building supplies. And get down to also to Tire Clinic. Tell you the arts coming in, elegant draperies, move a better quality fabric. Make sure, and I'm telling you this today, that support them who support us, whether you like it or not. Support them. If RMA Hardware supports us, we support RMA Hardware. If other hardwares decide to come on board, we support them. We support them who support us. I support you if you support me. I will go at no other coffee shop if I see Rituals advertising on Crime Watch. You understand? If TRICARE advertises on Crime Watch and all their medical services, and if asthma attack and any minor injury and whatnot, and you want to go down there for ECG, whatever test, blood tests and whatnot, it's right in Heartland Plaza. You go there because they support us. I would not go to any other drugstore because I have Staten Drugs. Whether you like it or not, I would not, I've been honest with you, I wouldn't go anywhere else and buy an air-conditioned unit because Neil Cool supports us. Support the people who advertise with Crime Watch because they support them who support us. If it weren't for the advertisers, we would not be around. We wouldn't be able to pay our bills. So that is why, ladies and gentlemen, when you're feeling hot and you want to be cool, well, I mean, that is not really too good because sometimes it's good to feel hot sometimes. But nevertheless, if you're sweating then and the place warm, you can get an air-conditioned unit in 2 hours if you call Neil Cool. Because I don't business how much signs I see all over Trinidad. This one, Vanna, this one, Blanc, whoever. We don't business about them because they don't advertise with us. Because last time I'm sitting thinking, you know what? Support them who support us. When you look at crime, don't just watch during the break, run and go and do something. Sit down and watch the ads. You want good tires, go by Brand Tech. You want good tires. Whoever supports us, When you want original phones, I go to R&J. I go to R&J in Gulf City. R&J is our phone person. When I want my car aligned, I'm not going anywhere else again. I go in by either one of the advertisers or the alignment I sent in Arangwes. I go into Arangwes alignment center to carry all my crime watch cars because we support them who supports us. So that is why I don't eat out nowhere. So anybody supporting me, I support them. Because look, just now we having Flame coming on board. Flame, the big barbecue, the grill place. They're coming on board. It's my fault because we didn't send out a team today to go shoot the ad and whatnot because they were busy because they have a whole set of advertisers coming in. But if Flame is advertising with us, I am not going to buy food nowhere in town. I will support my people who support me. When you want a good screw, when you want a good screw and you're building and you have all the big beams and whatnot, make sure it is the brand is hold on. When you're looking for a screw, you have classic. Or make sure the brand, ladies and gentlemen, it's from Screw Tech. If it's not an STL brand, it's not a screw. So make sure when you put it up all those big steel beams and whatnot, you get down to Screw Tech. And in fact, it was just brought to my attention that on the screw itself, there is a brand called STL. What is that? It's Screw Tech Limited. I don't know, oh God. I don't know what is screw, oh God. Oh God, no, often I don't come now. And also, ladies and gentlemen, when I'm looking for good tiles, when you're looking for tiles on a Saturday and you want to do your washroom and your bathroom and wherever, I can't recommend no other tile company, but I'll recommend Classic Tiles. Save money. Classic Tiles. Go down to Classic Tiles. Save money while making your home improvement dream come true. Quality products from Classic Tiles. We have the largest variety of wood finished porcelain plank at the lowest price. Make sure and get down there. If I'm in the airport and I'm feeling sick, I'm not going to drive out. I wouldn't come down to Staten Drugs if I'm in Piarco and I'm going to take a plane. I'm going to Souvenir, to Piarco Airport Souvenir. They have airport drugs right there. Airport drugs right, the only drugstore in the airport right now. They advertise with us. And when you want the original parts, I'm not going nowhere else again. We're not doing that anymore. I support them who support us. And viewers, let me tell you something. Support the people who advertise with us. I don't want to see you in tongue and sleeping in no hotel. Find your little tail in Double Palm. Find your skin in Double Palm. Send up the gate, drive in, nobody can see you. Do your thing, jump out back. Double Palm is the place. Everybody knows that. And now there's a hotel. There is a hotel, ladies and gentlemen, in Mayaro, where you can go with your family upstairs. They have a Double Palm downstairs. Where you walking? And where you going to eat and drink? In Hangers. Hangers open back today. And K-Wall Sing, when you want your original parts for your car, it don't make no sense go buy this one and that one and gain thing with Chinese thing and all kind of wing thing and all kind of thing. And also there is, and you see that purple tough thing that the greaser business, they are the sole personal. I am starting now to really focus on my advertisers and them. Really focus on the advertisers. Ladies and gentlemen, also let's continue. A man who killed his family at their home 10 years ago, killed himself in a carefully planned and orchestrated suicide on the 10th anniversary of their death while at the Golden Grove prison in Aruca. So there's more to the 64-year-old Pedro de la Barro, the prisoner who hung himself. Because 10 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, 10 years ago on this day, the 4th of April, 10 years ago, 2009, he hacked to death his family. Just imagine that. So 10 years ago, yeah, today, the 4th of April, 2019, he hung himself. However you want to put it, hung. 10 years ago, he chopped up his family and them, everybody. 10 years ago, yeah. And today on the anniversary, of their death? I tell you, watch me, your conscience will eat you. People who killing people, your conscience will eat you. You might take the same gun and shoot yourself with it. Yeah? 64-year-old Pedro de la Barro waited for this day, April the 14th, 2019, to take his own life after he brutally murdered his wife and their 2 boy children on April the 4th, 2009, at their home at the Heights of Ganapo in Arima. 2 years ago, after a lengthy preliminary inquiry at the Arima Magistrate Court, the senior magistrate, a very beautiful woman, but the senior magistrate then, Lucina Cardenas Ragunanan, really nice woman, really nice woman. I spoke to her a couple times already. I mean, meeting her in a private capacity. I think I saw her at the airport once. A couple times, just around in different functions and whatnot. Real nice, real pretty lady. But I thought they had, but in Arima now they have this beautiful woman there. Sidano? Senior magistrate Indrani Sidano, she used to be in Arima also. Where is she now? I don't know if she's in Tobago, but I mean, great people in the judiciary. Great women. Great women. Also, ladies and gentlemen, so just to let you know about the 64-year-old Pedro de la Barro waited for this day to hang himself. On several times, while evidence was being heard at the preliminary inquiry, Pedro would make an outburst stating, "I did it. I chopped them all to death. They deserve to die, especially my wife. Your Honor, I am guilty as charged, and I don't want no lawyer to come here and lie for me. I say I innocent. I chopped them all to death, and I am not sorry for what I did. I am not afraid to die." So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what he was saying during the preliminary inquiry. Pedro was charged by Inspector Larry Figaro of Region 3 Homicide Bureau, who was at the time assigned to Region 2 Homicide Bureau of Investigation at the Ruka Police Station. He had been sent to the Sentence Mental Hospital on several occasions during the course of the preliminary inquiry at the Magistrate Court, in which several lawyers had withdrawn from the case because of Pedro's displeasure in which they were handling his defense. Around 1:48 on Thursday, 4th April, today, Prison Officer Romani was making rounds at the top security division at Golden Grove Remand Prison when he observed Pedro hanging from a bed sheet, which was tied to the gate of the cell he was inside. Officer Romani called for assistance, and Pedro was later taken to the Arima Hospital where he was declared dead. Just imagine that. Pedro's body may have to be disposed of by the state after a post-mortem is conducted, since none of his relatives ever visited him at the prison, and police suspect they may not want to come forward to claim his body, especially given the fact that he deliberately chose to kill himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow when it busts on the papers, you know everything about Pedro. You know every single thing about Pedro. Let's take a fast break. Hey, somebody just asked me, they wanted to get a house. This is not HDC, huh? They were just telling me about a house. Oh, right, Avidan Properties. Here now, you can get a house for about 1.2 million. Cupboard, tiles, everything. Remote gate, air condition, every single thing. And make sure, Avidan, make sure you're buying it from Neil Cooler. Make sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, watch the ad. And our mantra from today, we support them who support us. When you go to eat in their restaurant, when you go to, it's only one hard way of going. Support the people who support this move, Crime Watch.
Wills Computers Limited is having a grand store-wide and warehouse Easter sale on selected items 1 week only from April 8th to 14th at Lot AB, Savanata Junction, Poinitas, opposite Berger Payne. Wills Computers Limited, bringing affordability to technology.
Harangwa's Alignment Center specializes in computerized alignment and balancing, tire sales and service, new and foreign used tires, repairs on all sizes. We do diagnostic scan for all makes of vehicles, oil and filter change. Located at Rambuju Street, Harangwa's. Call 675-6713 or 751-4346.
Doing construction or putting up a steel structure structure? Check Screwtech Limited for all your A325 and A490 structural bolts, anchor bolts, mill certificates on hand for completion. Screwtech Limited, wholesalers of screws, bolts, nuts, fastener blocks for all industrial and commercial use. 792 Papri Road, Lower Barrackmore. Call 654-5205 or 290-7733. Screwtech Limited, the leading screw company in the Caribbean.
Sheikleisha Limited, the Caribbean's largest manufacturers of plain and printed paper bags, leaders in plastic bags, vermicelli, split piece powder, and greaseproof paper, ideal for doubles, french fries, and sandwiches. Supplying stores nationwide. For quality products, trust Sheikleisha Limited, 665-3336.
The place real hot, the fan not cutting it, and your budget little tight. Then you need to contact Neil Cool today. They are Trinidad and Tobago #1 providers for top brand air conditioned units such as Delta, Comfy, Daikin, and Lennox. Units starting as low as $2,250 install, plus you're getting 5 years warranty. Contact Neil Cool today and experience the comfort you always wanted.
Hi, this is Ian Allen, and a star has fallen. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, all SCS students, listen to me, all you need to do is to come to Richards and you can get 50% off on all chillers. Parents of SCS students, you can get 25% off on all hot drinks. And remember, 59 branches in Trinidad, 4 in Tobago. You just can't beat it. A star has fallen, a wish has come true. And I have the marketing person, the marketing manager for. Remember, SCS students, let your parents bring you to any Richards, 59 in Trinidad, 4 in Tobago. And you can get 50% off on all chillers. So parents, 25% off again on all hot drinks. This is Ian Allen, and I love it.
Elegant Draperies Limited at 29 Todd Street, San Fernando. Move up to better quality fabric at Elegant Draperies Limited, where you can get a wide selection of beautiful European fabrics at 112 inches in width, a wide variety of curtain rods, curtains, comforters and duvet covers, sheet sets, tablecloths, kitchen curtains, mats, rugs, blinds and much more.
Tire Clinic. Get the latest style rims at Hoover, Shogunas and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need.
So ladies and gentlemen, you remember Avidan Properties can also build your house, yeah? Someone just asked me if they can get someone to build a house for them. Avidan Properties, you'll see it on the screen advertising. They can build a house. And remember, the bigger packages you do is more we can do with your art. So taking up 15 seconds, can't do, you can do much with that, but it's better you take a 30 seconds so you can say more about your product. When you call our advertising department, tell them, hey, I want a 30 seconds ad. I want a big ad. So when everybody all over the world could see my product. Let me text Ian Allen on 294-4081, 290-4426. A man was shot in the head during a robbery at a burger stall in South Oropouche late last night. 32-year-old Avinash Ramuta of Rosilak was shot in the head during a robbery incident while purchasing burgers at the burger stall in Mondesi Road in South Oropouche around 11:30 p.m. last night. Ramuta's friend, a Venezuelan national, Ramirez Salazar, was also robbed but was not harmed. The proprietor was preparing a meal for both friends when two robbers wearing a dark-colored clothing and announced a hold-up. One of the assailants pointed the revolver at the proprietor and robbed him of $300. Ramuta was shot during the robbery. Really, really sad. They're really, really sad. Really, really sad. This is the area here. Just imagine that a normal burger, a normal stall, a normal stall, you stop to buy a burger and look at the kind of people they're robbing. If they sell 10 burgers for the night, they sell plenty. And that's the extent. That's why when we find them, we have to deal with them. A man who police described as a known hitman was arrested by SWAT police officers in Piarco on Wednesday in connection with the murder of Kiss Baking Company worker in Shogunas. A 22-year-old man who police said did not live in any one particular place and was a well-known contracted killer is now in custody in connection with the shooting death of 22-year-old Daniel Villafana of Guayco in San Grande, who on Monday, March the 18th, was shot. So, ladies and gentlemen, in connection with this shooting in Kiss, in the vicinity of Kiss Baking Products, on Monday, March the 18th, the suspect was arrested by officers of Special Operation Response Unit, SORT, and the Northern Division Task Force intercepted a stolen vehicle which the suspect was driving near the Orpoon Gardens in Piarco. He was later handed over to officers of Region 3 Homicide Bureau of Investigation in connection with Villafana's murder. Villafana was chased and shot while walking along Gaston Street, the Shogunas main road by a man he had acknowledged. The incident was captured on CCTV. I don't want to say nothing as yet. I don't want to say nothing as yet. I know when this happened, we were looking for this individual to help me with some information. A man was shot in the chest on Wednesday at Delhi Road in Faizabad, remains warded at hospital. 51-year-old Christopher Morris of Delhi Road, Faizabad, remains warded at the San Fernando Hospital. And also get those people on the phone concerning their car. And where the mechanic worker died in the car. A man was shot in the chest on Wednesday at Delhi Road in Faizabad, remains warded at hospital. 51-year-old Christopher Morris of Delhi Road, Faizabad, remains warded at the San Fernando General Hospital after he was shot in the right side of his chest around midday on Wednesday, April the 3rd, while walking along Delhi Road near Cantrace. A chubby man with his face covered approached Morris and shot him in the chest before escaping on foot. The victim was taken to Faizabad Health Facility, where he was treated and transferred to the San Fernando Hospital. Sergeant Ramsaran of the Faizabad CID is investigating the incident. Also, ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm bringing it to you. The body of a missing Moruga fisherman turns up at Venezuela after he was murdered. 28-year-old Adrian Hospitalis of Moruga. A Moruga man kidnapped at sea and taken to Venezuela in February is believed to have been killed recently in that country, as an image of him in a morgue has been making rounds on social media last evening, and his relative confirmed it is him. So, ladies and gentlemen, this photograph is the fisherman from Moruga. This photograph has been circulating. Apparently, he's lying in a morgue. Hospitalis, a former Defense Force soldier who live in Grand Chemin, Moruga, regularly paid visits to Venezuela. Hospitalis was one of the 3 fishermen who on February the 3rd went fishing off the coast in Moruga when Spanish-speaking men snatched him. 2 of the men aged 29 and 22. Hey, you know what I'd like you to do? Call Morris' mother for me, please. Concerning the 2 fishermen who left Tobago, one died and one Kendall Rondell and Ronaldo Moses. Get the mother of Moses for me, please, because Kendall Rondell, he's alive in Grenada in custody. But Moses, it is alleged, Kendall said that he had to throw Moses' body out. But do I have on the phone? Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
In connection with your son. Hello?
Yes, hello.
I want to find out something to you. Are you aware that your son was seen alive by a certain individual? I can't tell you who it is, but a certain individual, because they had drifted approximately 18 miles from Tobago, and they had little gas. Do you know that? And they were alive in the boat. Do you know that a certain man had to get $5,000 for that trip? And that is why certain people made certain accusations when the fishermen did not, when Rondell and Morris did not come back after Moses and Kendall had gone to drop the Spanish fisherman. Let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest with me. Your son Moses,
Ronaldo, yeah.
Does he sell marijuana, ma'am?
No.
You sure?
Yes, I'm very sure about that.
Nowhere in Tobago he sells marijuana?
No.
Because we got in all kind of information now, but I just want to make sure why I keep it in the public domain, because people talking, and I've been meeting with people. But I will tell you what's going on. I will tell you what's going on. And I will furnish people with the police with information. Thank you again, ma'am. Thank you again. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a mother and son who were reported missing earlier this week are alive and well and fled their Marabella home from an abusive relationship, say a relative. On Monday, a prison officer reported to the Marabella police that his wife and son were missing when he returned home around 4:30 that afternoon. However, a relative of the woman contacted us last evening and indicated the mother and her child were alive and well, and she left the marital home because of allegations of physical abuse. The woman said the wife went to the police and informed them that she was safe. So, ladies and gentlemen, in connection with the prison officer going to the Marabella police station saying that his wife and child disappeared, apparently she contacted us, she contacted the police, and she said, are you all right? Apparently, well, they have some issues. We don't want to discuss it on national television. That's between her and the prison officer man and the father and whatnot and blah, blah, blah. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a fast break, but before we do, there was an accident sometime. The accident, it occurred near Waterloo High School on the 13th of March. We have photographs. A worker by the name of Simon Sugdev died in the accident. A mechanic was killed in the accident. But it's kind of confusing now. I mean, we have a photograph of Simon, of the guy. Right? Okay, right there. No, this guy died. This is the worker here. He died. But nevertheless, we have the owner of the vehicle. Go back to the crashed area, the cars, please. We have the owner of the vehicle to tell us exactly what happened. Go ahead. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. All right, so we're trying to get in contact with her. Okay, we were just trying to make a call to her. Okay, can I get her number? Yeah, because because something is not right with that. What's the number? What number? All right, I'm trying to, okay. So, this was an accident that was never reported, huh?
Hello?
Hi, good evening. This is Ian Allen, and you're live on national television. Tell me exactly what happened in this accident and how you came, how you're involved in this. These are different shots, please.
Well, this is my vehicle, and we took it to fix at Robert Street Car Wash.
Robert Street Car Wash,
On the 12th of March, and Simon, who's the mechanic, took my husband on the same day to buy parts for the vehicle.
This is the guy who died in the car?
Yes. And they started to work on the car on the 12th, but they couldn't finish because engine mount wouldn't fit. So my husband returned on the 13th, where they went and got the correct engine mount. Simon put back up everything and finished the car. When he gave my husband back the vehicle, it was not driving properly. So my husband returned and
told that to Simon. But I realize that your car is smashed up now.
Yes.
And there's the worker died. Is that the worker, the owner, or the owner of the place here?
As far as I know, Simon is a worker for the business.
But who did your husband deal with, the owner of the business or the worker?
He dealt with both the owner of the business and the worker. Both of them worked on our vehicle. So did he drop your car to be officially repaired by the owner? Yes. They referred us to Simon. He was working out of their car wash. Okay, no problem. So is this the we have a photograph of the owner? I didn't hear you properly. Do we have a photograph of the owner? The name of the owner is Sean Springer. Did you give our studio a photograph of the owner? Yes, I did. No, we have no photograph. So somebody will call you after in a little while and get that photograph because. So let me ask you something. So, what's going to happen with your car now? I have no idea, Ian, and I have 4 small children, and I'm not from Trinidad originally, so it's really hard for me to travel I don't know how to travel, and now I'm traveling all over with my children to and from school.
So
and
a garage took your vehicle to repair. While they were test driving it, one of the workers died in the car, and you and go ahead.
And they told us that they are not responsible to go to the family, and the family is saying they're not repaying us for our vehicle.
Well, I mean, but it's sad that he lost his life. It's very unfortunate. But I just want you to know that the insurance said they're not paying, the garage said they're not paying. So what's going to happen now?
I don't know. We have to go to court.
Okay, well, no problem. I'll try to get an attorney for you. Thanks again. Anybody,
okay,
anybody from Robert Street that is aware of this accident, get in contact with me on 294-40820. The owner of the garage, get in contact with me. Thank you again. We're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue. Hey, do you know, with respect to the ad, Socks, have you placed up the rituals ad? Right. We're going to take a fast break. When we come back, I'll tell you what went on. Just imagine the power of just one day. Just one day. Remember today that SCA and, in fact, what we heard, a lot of the kids, you know, they made little comments about parts of the section in the maths, that it was a bit hard, but nevertheless, you know, I hope that everything works out well. And I know that, I mean, all the kids, the 18,000, how much? 8,849 kids. That's the numbers that were expected to do the exam today. And remember, those children, they would, you know, they would have gotten 50% of all, 50% of all chillers at any rituals across Trinidad, the 59 branches and the 4 in Tobago, and also 25% off on all cold drinks. Hot drinks? On hot drinks at the parents of these kids. And you won't believe, just imagine, one day we did that ad, and look at this. One day, these are kids at different rituals, they packed out after SCA. Just imagine this. I mean, they all wrote their SCA exam and they went down with their families and whatnot. You can leave this. There's a beautiful shot here. All the kids line up. And we want to say thank you to Rituals. As you know, they're advertising with us. So Rituals really lived up to their promise. And remember, they're closing at 10. They're closing at 10 tonight. All the rituals around Trinidad, you can go. You still have time. Just go with your receipt, your SCA receipt, the slip. That where you wrote your exam and your parents can still get 25% off, you can get 50% off all chillers. So that's right. Remember, before it goes, it's just one day. Let's take a fast break.
Save money while making your home improvement dreams come true from Classic Tiles. We have the largest variety of wood finished porcelain planks at the lowest prices. Specialized in tool accessories, plumbing products, and granite. We are the sole distributor of religious tiles. Pay us to visit today.
Hi, this is Ian Allen, and a star has fallen. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, all SCA students, listen to me, all you need to do is to come to Rituals and you can get 50% off on all chillers. Parents of SCA students, you can get 25% off on all hot drinks. And remember, 59 branches in Trinidad, 4 in Tobago. You just can't beat it. A star has fallen, a wish has come true. And I have the marketing person, the marketing manager for. Remember, SCA students, let your parents bring you to any Rituals, 59 in Trinidad, 4 in Tobago. And you can get 50% off on all chillers. So parents, 25% off again on all hot drinks. This is Ian Allen, and I love it.
Check out RJ Satec Limited at their new location, Upper Level Gulf City Mall, for the launch of the Samsung S10. Free wireless headset with your purchase or call 653-2355.
Are you looking for the affordable dream house that you always wanted without the hassle? Then you need to contact
Amidan Properties Limited.
They are the #1 real estate developers for the central area, and they can provide you with fully approved homes with financing from any financial institution, saving you time and even money. So call, WhatsApp, or visit their Facebook today and get one step closer to your home.
Check out Homeland Marketing Company Limited and view our large stock of ready-made wrought iron designs. Visit us at 44 Montrose Main Road, Chaguanas, or call 235-4283-GATE or 235-4766 iron.
Are you embarrassed by excessive hair loss, itchy, flaky scalp, acne, age spots, psoriasis, eczema or dermatitis, cellulite and skin discoloration? Call us today at 673-7418 to book your appointment. The Beauty Clinic and Wellness Center.
The Trendsetters are back. Fab India Expo, closing on Sunday, April 7th at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas.
Meet our in-house fashion designers and design a major order garments.
Brides, grooms, family and friends. Buy unmatched outfits at our bridal booths and don't forget to match your jewelry to perfection.
Featuring royal and antique furniture from Jaipur's authentic Indian food court.
Fab India Expo, opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas.
Extra Foods Plenty for 20 is back again, like Aqua Pure Water. Bigger 500 ml size, 24 for $20. Biscuit biscuits, apple and raspberry, 10 for $20. Happy Pasta Cuts, 300 gram, 8 for $20. Futa quarter-liter drinks, 8 for $20. Mood chocolate milk, 6 for $20. Snuggle napkins 100s, 5 for $20. And Happy Tuna Flakes, 4 for $20. So many Plenty for 20 specials now at Extra Foods. Always something extra for you.
Again, the power of the idea. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to say a special good evening to Rituals again, to create, really bringing that awareness, for supporting that drive to bring awareness for autism. And just as I said, imagine one day we did that ad. Look at how many kids. You heard about the 120 million in cocaine found strapped on the Spanish vessel at the Atlantic LNG Point 14 by police. At Coast Guard officers visited yesterday. Coast Guard and police officers on Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, went to the Atlantic LNG plant jetty in Point 14, where they found and seized several large packages of coke with an estimated sheet value of 120 million. Who going on dead for that now? 120 million tied underneath a large ship, which is to believe to have originated from Spain. The cocaine was recovered by Coast Guard divers who found it tied beneath the ship with a rope. Unbelievable, yeah? Unbelievable. Also, ladies and gentlemen, two robbing Tunapuna after they went to purchase a television, which was advertised for sale on Facebook. When all they're going on Facebook and seeing things on Facebook, people go on to buy TV, and they get robbed in Arima. 38-year-old Shaka Ramsundar and 35-year-old Arun Ramnarayan, both of them were robbed by two gunmen on Wednesday, April the 3rd. At Scott Street in Tunapuna after they went in the area to meet someone who had advertised on a television set for sale on Facebook. The incident occurred around 4 p.m. Both victims were robbed of their cell phones. And recently a man was robbed with a set of phone in the Beatam. Watch how you're buying things on Facebook. Go by reputable places. Pass and check out. Also, a Lavantil man was robbed by two Beatam men while on his way home. Jabari Farrell. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for a guy called Parasram Siram. Where can I find this man? Parasram Siram. Tell me where. Also, what about Sheldon Gill? I'm trying to reach Sheldon Gill. Sheldon Gill. Notice the scorpion tattoo on his neck. Sheldon Gill. Where can we find Sheldon Gill? Sheldon Gill, is it possible you can reach us, please? I'm trying to get in contact with you. Shaki Cowie Alfred. Perry Pollard. Jonathan Banks. And a truck was stolen yesterday. Last night, ladies and gentlemen. Anything on my rundown with respect to the truck? Where is it on my rundown? This dump truck was stolen on Tuesday, the 2nd of April. A blue 10-wheeler. Could you put up the CG, please? Where it was stolen from? Londonville, Chaguanas. What company is this truck attached to? Idasco. If you see this truck was stolen last night. I don't know if it's, I mean, I'm thinking who could have it in Orangefield, who could have it in Ravinsab, who the Stephen, you know? It a man the Stephen, it a man the Steve, it a man in Orangefield. I don't know. Ravinsab, Frankie and them, I don't know. It tells that people are wrong. It a man with a steal. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have any information, put back that truck. We need to get that truck. That truck was stolen. Check your neighbor, check anyway. Remember, these are the numbers to contact me. 290-4426, 294-4081. Make sure and get in contact with me if you have information. You want to advertise, get your product here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time, and we're really, really out of time. This is Ian Allen. This is Crime Watch. Get your ad on Crime Watch. Make sure we still have room, so make sure. And whatever information you have with respect to guns and drugs, cocaine, who hiding it, who buying it, who's selling it, who doing criminal activities, who involved, let us know. We'll go after them. This is Ian Allen. Good night.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down.